Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my April favorites with you guys, and I have some beauty products, fragrances, body care, and more. So with that said, let's jump right into today's video. Alright, so for today's video, I have a few favorites products for the month. This month, I have a lot of body care. I actually have a lot of body mist that I have been loving as well. Some fragrances and of course some beauty products. So let's see, what do I start with? Let's start off with some body care. I have been obsessed with this body wash. I have just realized that I'm just a coconut girl. I love coconut. Very rarely does anything that smells like coconut disappoint me. And this body wash is just so good. This is the Olay Ultra Moisture with Coconut Oil Body Wash. I have been using this. I smelled it in the store. I think I've probably used this in the past because anything coconut I usually try out. So I just haven't used it in a really long time. And I know I have used the Dove coconut body wash, but I think when it comes to the scent, I think Olay, they did it with this one because it's a coconut scent, but then at the same time, it smells very clean. Kind of like if you mix that Dove original body wash scent that it kind of smells a little soapy but creamy, and they added coconut into it. So I really like it. This body wash is very moisturizing. It doesn't strip my skin and it just smells really good. And I'm just ready for all of the coconut and tropical summer scents. I'm craving that. So this is the first favorite I have been loving. Now, when I get out of the shower, I am back to using something that I used to use years ago, and I loved putting this for bedtime if I was wearing like shorts or if I was going to show my legs, or especially like around my chest area. And I'm sure you guys understand when you are like a body care lover or anything like that, makeup lover, you get kind of wrapped up trying all of the new things, and sometimes you forget about those products that are just so amazing that when you go back to them, you're just like, why did I ever stop using this? And that's how I feel about this. This is the Johnson's Shea and Cocoa Butter Oil Gel. I used to use this religiously, especially like after I shave my legs or at nighttime. It just makes your skin so glowy, so moisturized, and it will last. The following day when you wake up, your skin will feel so beautiful and it will look so radiant. Now, I don't use this by itself because it is pretty intense, so I usually squirt this into whatever lotion I'm applying to my body and I mix it in and just rub it all over, and it is just so good. If you have dry skin, if you want just smoother, more glowier skin, if you want to put this on, actually, let's put on a little bit on the chest area so that you guys can see what it does, because I don't have anything and I'm only going to use a tiny bit. But this will make your body, do you see that? It's so nice. I love putting this on my chest, especially if you're wearing like a shirt that's like showing off your shoulders. It will make your skin look so radiant. It's better than any body lotion I have ever tried. And mixing it into a body lotion, it's like so good, especially if it's like a really good body butter. It will be amazing. So I definitely recommend this. I have been so obsessed with this body mist and the oil. I have also been mixing this into my body creams when I shower. I have not been using the oil as much, but the body mist, I'm still so obsessed with this. I think I showed this in a perfume haul if I'm not mistaken, but you guys, the Frenchie, is it Frenchie? I think it's Frenchie. Oh my god, this cashmere vanilla scent is my favorite vanilla body mist that I have tried in a really long time. This is addictive to me. I'm so happy that I ended up getting it, because every time that I will go to Target, I would pick it up, I would spray it, and I would fall in love with it. But then I would think to myself, I have so much body care, I don't need this, and I'll put it back. And the last time I went, I just picked it up, and I swear I am so in love with this. Just the smell, it's so good. And this lasts, for being a body mist, every time I use this, it lasts a good amount of time. It doesn't just disappear like a lot of body mists do. And it's It's one of those fragrances or scents that it just calls you in. Like, if I was to smell someone else wearing this, I would probably not be able to stop myself from asking them what are they wearing, because it's just so inviting. It's sexy. It's vanilla, but it's not just vanilla, and it's not a gourmand vanilla. I feel like, to me, this is more of like a relaxing, smooth, creamy, like tonic vanilla. I believe there's rice in here, which I have come to notice that that's just one of my favorite notes in fragrances, because it just adds this very soothing, smooth touch to fragrances. And I definitely recommend this scent if you go to Target and you can smell it. It's addictive. It is so good, and I have not been impressed by a body mist, except for the next one I'm going to talk about, in a while. Like, I love so much. So this next one is also a fragrance mist. So I've really been loving fragrance mist this month, and I've been just putting them on a lot at bedtime as well. So this next one is from Finery, and this is Pistachio Please. This was featured in my latest perfume haul, and I am just so in love with this fragrance mist. I have used this probably like 5 or 6 times since I got it at night when I go to bed. I love putting this on. I have layered this with my pistachio body butter from Amazon. That's a really good body butter to layer with this, as well as the Sol de Janeiro body butter smells really good with it. And also the pink sunset gelato, that body cream, smells really good with this as well. But this is a very creamy pistachio scent. It's so good. It's the perfect gourmand pistachio fragrance mist without it being too thick, so you could definitely use this in spring and summer. It still has a type of refreshing feeling to it, even though it is smooth and nutty and creamy and sweet pistachio. It's the perfect balance of gourmand, but not thick and cloying gourmand. It's airy and really nice. So definitely recommend this one as well. So good. From Bath and Body Works, I have also been so in love with this, specifically for bedtime. I don't really wear this one during the day, but for bed, it's really relaxing as well. And this one also has rice milk as a note. So like I said, I'm really liking that. So this is Musk from Bath and Body Works, and this is just super duper relaxing, smooth, musky. It's a second skin type of scent, and this one just feels even more like, these smell relaxing, but they have, like, you know, this one's clearly like vanilla and this one is clearly pistachio. Now this one is more of like just a true musky second skin, very relaxing fragrance, and that rice milk just really makes it smooth, creamy, perfect to relax, go to bed. It just sets the mood for like lounging at the house. So I really like this one. All right, now let's get into the fragrances that I really love this month. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I feel like I've been talking a lot about them this month. Since I do my perfume tray updates and all of that, I feel like I constantly talk about the same fragrances during the month. So if you want like a more in-depth review of these, check out my perfume diaries videos where I go into more detail about the fragrances. But if you are looking for a very spring appropriate fragrance, something that's very feminine, flirty, a little floral, so it smells a little more sophisticated while still giving off that super spring, pretty, flirty, fresh vibes, I have been loving Toca Simone this month, and this is so nice for springtime. As you can see, it has a pretty big dent going on, and this one is just refreshing. I believe this has watermelon as one of the notes. If you love Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice, this is like a step up from that fragrance, just because I do get a little bit more of the florals in here, but it's in a very almost aquatic way. It's very juicy, really refreshing. The florals are not super sharp or anything like that. It's just really nice, fresh, juicy, springtime, feminine fragrance. So really love Simone. Next up, my love. This became a favorite from the minute that I put this fragrance on. It's just so good. And this is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume, Superdose. This perfume is so good. I have always mentioned Not a Perfume being one of my favorite fragrances, especially during summertime, because it just, something about the heat mixed with Not a Perfume is just, it does it for me. But this one right here is like, honestly, like a step up. It's so good. On my skin, there's something about this fragrance that kind of turns into like a woody yet sweet scent bubble around me. It's musky, it's airy, it's just really, really nice. You can literally wear this anytime during the day, to work, if you are a nurse or someone who works very close to people and you don't want to wear something that's offensive. These types of scents are perfect. It will make you smell just inviting and really nice without it being too much, but it does create a very, very nice scent bubble, and I smell this on myself the entire time that I have it on. So this is another one that I've really been loving. Another fragrance that I have really been loving this month is from Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Apple Love. And this fragrance, I don't know, something about this fragrance, the more that I wear it, the more I love it. So it was not a complete love at first sniff. Actually, the scent was really, really nice. I had nothing wrong with the scent, but the longevity was not the best. But I feel like the longer it sits in my collection, it has been performing a little better, and it's just my type of fragrance. Lately I've been enjoying musky scents, fragrances that are just easy to wear, something that I could pick up and not have to think too much about it. I haven't really been into like super beast mode fragrances, and I've been telling you guys that a lot because my taste has been changing a lot. So these just are the types of fragrances that I really enjoy. This smells so good. I love the scent bubble that it creates around me, especially after a shower. It kind of keeps like that refreshing feeling that you get when you get out of taking a shower, and it just smells so good. It smells like apple, but this is different from my other apple fragrances. I feel like the apple is definitely one of the main things that you smell, but this has, I believe it's sugar and vanilla, and I feel like that really comes through and it sweetens up the fragrance, and it's very musky. So it's really, really nice, and I love to layer this with a lot of different perfumes, which I don't usually do, but this one I love to layer it, and it just works. This one layered with the Donna Born and Roma, the pink one, the limited edition one. It's one of my favorite combos that I did during the holidays, and they just smell so, so good together. And last but not least, my Elie Saab Girl of Now Shine. For a long time, the original Girl of Now was my all-time favorite, but lately I feel like this Girl of Now Shine is kind of stepped over the original just because of that juicy, sweet pineapple that's in this perfume. Every single time I spray this, it's like so good. There is pear in here, pineapple, there's almond, there's vanilla, I think there's iris in here. It is just so many good notes. It's gourmand, but it's not sickening gourmand. I know it might be too thick for some people. Some people really do not enjoy these fragrances from Elie Saab, but I like how they're thick and they're gourmand, but they have, I believe this one also has patchouli, if I'm not mistaken, but the base notes help it to smell like a perfume. It has that sexiness, it has that longevity, it has that perfumey touch, but you're definitely getting the gourmand, sweet, thick aspect of it, and the pineapple gives it a little bit of a refreshing sweet. The pineapple in here, it is like the most ripe sweet pineapple ever. One of my favorite fragrances this month as well. With this, I have been pairing it with the Victoria's Secret body care that I picked up couple months ago probably, and this is the Victoria's Secret Pineapple and Shea. So I have been spraying this first, putting on the body lotion, and when I tell you, if you love pineapple, this combo right here is everything. It's so, so good. So this kind of makes it even more refreshing. So if you feel like it might be a little too thick for this time of the year, I really liked how it smelled with this, because this pineapple to me is a little more fresh. It's a little more refreshing. It smells tropical. It's just to me like a very refreshing, bright pineapple scent, and paired together with the Girl of Now Shine, beautiful, beautiful combo. There's another combination that I really love this month, even though I have not talked about this fragrance ever since I got it. I am gonna update you guys in another video I'm gonna film next, but I got this travel size from, I'm not sure if this is pronounced Nettie or Net, but this is the Vanille perfume, and I got this, I think the last Sephora savings event for the holidays. I picked this up because I wanted to try it out, and I have used quite a bit of it. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to be picking up the full-size bottle of this because it's not a love like that. But the funny thing about this is when I would put it on, I was like, oh, this is okay. Like, especially for bedtime is when I was putting this on with this Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla Sol body care. And I don't know what it is about this combo right here, but when I put it on, I was like, it's okay, you know, like I wasn't going crazy over it. The next day when I went to go take off my PJs and I smelled my clothes, it smelled so, so good. It was just like this very, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just a vanilla, very comforting, almost powdery type of combo. And I was not even that crazy about this one, but lately I have really been loving it. And these body mists are so hard to see any dents on them, but I have really been loving this one. I used it probably like 5 or 6 times out of the month, and that to me is quite a lot because I am testing products all month long. When I give my recommendations, I want you to keep in mind that since I do this for is pretty much my job now, I am constantly all month long testing out products. So if I use something more than 3 4 times, I'm really enjoying it because I'm always testing something out. So that's kind of like the part of reviewing products where it can get a little hectic and it can feel a little overwhelming. But I really, really love these together, and it's a combination that I'm going to keep on doing. And if I feel like it's a must have, then I might bring this one into my collection. But it's just a really nice, comforting vanilla. I think it also has a little bit of spice in there, a little bit earthy, a little bit more grounding. It has a little bit of like spice to it. And this just gave it like a really nice extra vanilla touch to it. This has pomelo, vanilla zest, and it's just, it smells really, really nice with that perfume. So I really enjoyed that this month. So now let's get into the beauty products for the month. So the first thing is a makeup primer that I picked up, and I was not sure about this. I was just very, very intrigued by the formula of this, and this is the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Primer. And this right here, I've really been enjoying. I picked this up and I was kind of very skeptical about it because this is a foam. So this is the way that this primer comes out, very thin, and it's a foam. So then you're gonna go ahead and rub it onto your skin. So I was just thinking, this feels just like water. This is probably just going to disappear as soon as I put it on. But it really does leave your, first of all, if you are a dry skin person, you know that sometimes layering too much product on your skin can sometimes end up giving you like a cakey, thick look to your makeup. So I really like this because it gives you a glow. First of all, it definitely gives your skin this brightness and this glowy look to it. Since it sinks into your skin as soon as you put it on, you can put this on and immediately you can start working your foundation into your skin, and this sinks right into your skin. So it's so thin, so you don't have like a lot of layers of makeup or product on your skin, and it just made my makeup look really, really nice. I used it on my Instagram, also on my shorts or my TikTok, whichever one you want to check out. There is a get ready with me where I used it, so you can see how my skin looks, how the foundation that I used went over it. But it just, the makeup lays over this really, really nicely. So, and it does have a little bit of a tackiness to it, but not sticky at all. But it's a bit of a tackiness, but it does not change the texture of your makeup. It doesn't pill. It does not do any of that. It just is the perfect base for your makeup if you have dry skin. So I definitely recommend this. Next up, oh my god, these blushes. I have all the colors because Kaja was so kind. They sent over the entire line. I used one color, but I will tell you this. If you have dry skin and you love cream blushes, this is a must. This is so beautiful. I have so many other colors to use, which I do plan on using to see which ones are my favorite. But the one that I use is, first off, this is the Kaja, and this is called the Dewy Bar. It is a blush, and you could also use it on the lips. The color that I used was Peach Cobbler. This is the one that I used a few times this month, and I was just really loving it because I have been getting into the whole peachy blushes, and it's so cute. So when you open it, you click it up and the product comes out. Kind of looks like a deodorant. This, don't let it fool you. I thought it was going to be very thin in texture and was just going to like disappear as well into the skin. But these are pigmented. You only need a tiny bit. This swatch is a little excessive, but here is the peach shade. And as you can see, it's very pigmented and very, very dewy. So this is definitely for those of you who either have dry skin or you just really like a dewy look to your makeup. I also use this on my Instagram. I showed how I put it on. I say Instagram, but all of my makeup content is on all of my platforms: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts section. It makes your skin look really, really healthy and dewy and plump. And I have so many other colors here to use, so I need to use these up and see which ones I love. But so far, the peach color, definitely recommend. So I love it. I don't really hear too many people talking about these blushes, but if you have dry to normal skin, and even if you have oily skin, I set this with my Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush, and I used the shade Joy, which is the peachy shade, and it set it really nicely. It was not too gunky or thick. Works really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful formula. Now let's talk about some bronzers. First off, I have a high-end option and I have a drugstore option. Let's start off with the drugstore. This is from Milani, and this is the Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. Oh my god. I got mine in the shade Spilling Tea 120. This is how this looks. This bronzer right here, you guys, will blend into your skin so effortlessly. It is so creamy, and just the formula of this bronzer, it's a cream, but when you start blending it out, it almost feels like a powder. Very, look at that. Look at the way that this spreads out, and it did not leave any harsh edges on my hand. When you blend this out with a brush, like, I was in awe with the way that this went on. I think I used this in a Get Ready With Me, my last Get Ready With Me on YouTube, and I definitely recommend this. The undertone is perfect. It is warm, but it's not too orangey, and the shade is perfect, and I love it, and it blends out like a dream. And it's drugstore, so it's affordable. So win-win with this one. Now, from the high-end side, we have a release from Too Faced, and this is the Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick, and I got it in the shade Chocolate Souffle. I got like 3 different stick bronzers during the Sephora sale, and out of all of them, this is the one that impressed me the most. When I tell you, this glides onto the skin so effortlessly. Here is the shade for this one. It just, there's barely any work that you have to put into this. First off, the undertone, beautiful. It's not too orange, it's not too cool, but you can definitely kind of use this for contour if you wanted to, but also beautiful for bronzing. And this one just blends out beautifully as well. So those 2 formulas, impressed, super duper impressed with those, and they're gorgeous. They blend out easy. Last product for today's video are these Freck Beauty lip liners. These are called the Makeout Club lip liners. I think it's called Nude Muse lip liners. I have 3 shades. I have shade 2, 4, and 5. So shade number 2 is like a rosy. This is the only one that I don't think I've used this one yet, but I am sharing the formula with you guys. So I have used these 2 already multiple times this month. So the one that I used the most was shade 5, but shade 4, as you can see, they have gotten a lot of love. These are so good. They last such a long time. So here is shade 4, and I like these because they last a long time. They're very creamy. They glide on so easily. Very easy to line your lips with them. Here is shade 5, which is the darkest one. That's the one that I loved using the most, with like a peachy nude lip color. Really, really nice. These, once they set, they're very hard to move. Like, they don't really budge, and they wear very, very nicely and very long. So I definitely recommend them. And that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if there are any products that you have from this video that you love. Share your thoughts on them. Cannot wait to chat with you in the comments section. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.